It made landfall at about 8:30 last night as a Category 3 storm.
Yeah, Category 3, very high winds, as you can see from this video right here from Wellington, Florida. A lot of debris down. Reporter Aaron Farrar from our sister station WJXT is live in St. Augustine this morning. What are you seeing out there, Aaron?
Good morning. The story for here in St. Augustine has been flooding, just like here at an area that's known as downtown St. Augustine, particularly at the Bridge of Lions. That's where we are right now, King Street. This is what it has been arguably the most extensive flooding of the morning that we've been out here since about 3 a.m. That flooding, particularly here, stretches at this intersection, and then it goes down into these two neighborhoods. The one interesting thing about all of this is we just spoke with a couple of people who live in St. Augustine, and they actually feel like they've been spared. They said that this kind of flooding is typical. This is what they prepared for. This is why that they put a lot of sandbags against their buildings and some of their homes, why they use sealants and foam to try to prevent any floodwaters from getting inside. They feel like this was not as bad as they thought it would be, and that is good news for them this morning. Of course, one of the stories is that this area and this part of St. Augustine, a lot of different pockets are going to deal with flooding like this. So when you go down the street several blocks down into the part of St. Augustine away from this area, you will see different side streets that have flooding just like this. That is going to be the story of just like waiting for all of that to get better and to improve. The good thing also is that over the course of the morning since we've been here, the flooding has improved over the last several hours as well. Yes, it still exists, but it has not gotten worse. So that is the good news for people who live in St. Augustine. But again, this is what they were preparing for. And
good morning to you. Yeah, a tough night here in Sarasota, Florida. It is dark because the power is out except for emergency generators. We had roughly 3 feet or more of storm surge in these streets. Some places we know it was higher. We're talking about a lot of water damage that has made it into businesses here in downtown Sarasota. Right here, you're looking at an air conditioner unit that used to be on top of one of these high-rise buildings. So in those overnight hours, the storm surge waters did recede. But I could tell you some dangerous situations. We saw drivers caught out in the middle of it. They let their guard down in the eye of the storm. They had floodwaters to their SUV, up to the headlights, even going over the hood at points.
Bill, can you just give us a sense of where the storm is, how much damage has already been incurred, what we know and what we don't know as we track the progress of the storm and its aftermath?
Absolutely. We're going to have a lot more information in the next few hours once the sun comes up. We're dealing with emergency responders going around, a lot of debris in the road, so we can't really get a full assessment of the damage just yet. Again, as Milton continues to push inland across Florida, we're seeing more of those storm surge impacts, obviously, central Florida, now the east coast of Florida. I can tell you this has been a tremendously costly 2 weeks here in the United States. AccuWeather experts are estimating that the total damage and economic loss from Hurricane Helene in the United States, remember less than 2 weeks ago, $225 to $250 billion in total damage and economic loss from Helene. Now